Vanakkam Dinamalar viewers, நான் பூஜா பேசுறேன். Hello, very nice to see all of you again.
உன் மனதின் சாயலுள்ள பெண்ணுருவை தேடினேன்.
I'm very excited about Vishwaroopam 2. We have been working so hard on the film, and of course Sir has worked tirelessly on the film, and we're so proud of it, and we can't wait to share our hard work with all of you. Vishwaroopam 1, I play nuclear oncologist, and also Vishwaroopam 2, I continue my character as nuclear oncologist. I play Dr. Nirupama, and as you recall, in the first part, I'm playing a woman who's ready to divorce her husband. She's like fed up. She doesn't want to be with her husband anymore, and then in second part, by the end of the first part, she realizes that wow, like my husband actually is sacrificing his own life for the greater good of the country. So she gets influenced and she gets inspired by his work and his duty, and she starts also becoming part of his team. Even though she's not a raw agent and she's not a secret spy or anything like that, but she helps them in whatever way she can, and slowly realizes that her husband is a great man, and so she falls in love with him even more in the second part. So there's a big difference between the first and the second. Oh my gosh, there's so much to learn from Sir. But in this movie, in second part, I really concentrated on seeing a movie as from the beginning to all the way to the end. And so that was like a big learning curve for me this time, because I think when you see a movie as a whole and you see the whole thing as one, then you realize and understand your character on a deeper level. She actually is like sticking up for me. She's like saving me from all the bad guys because I'm sort of clueless about what's happening. And Andrea comes in and we actually become close, and I realize what her role is and what her duty is, and you know, you kind of get to see actually a friendship develop between these two. And then something else happens as well. So you'll have to see the movie to... I have one song with Kamal sir. It's a romantic song, and you'll get to see both Wizam and Nirupama actually connect as a husband and wife for the first time, which is also interesting, where you don't see this kind of role happening in other movies, where the husband and wife actually start falling in love later on in their life. So the music which Gibran has composed is truly like, I would say, orchestral, and with Tamil lyrics and with Indian sensibility. So the music actually has this international feel, which I'm really proud about, and Gibran has done really stepped above par. I mean, it's not easy coming into the shoes of being in part 1. And now he's come into part 2 with a whole new set of musical tunes in this movie. So it's going to be quite interesting. நான் பேச முயற்சி பண்றேன், please help. They used to give me my dialogues and phonetically in English, and then I would memorize it. And of course, Sir said your Tamil is not very good, so you're not going to be able to dub. So I dubbed in Hindi, क्योंकि मैं हिंदी में बात कर सकती हूँ, लेकिन तमिल में थोड़ा सा रंबा कष्टम. I don't live in India. I live in America. So I'm doing a lot of projects over there. I've just done 2 Hollywood films that have released. I've produced a short film in English. So, you know, as actresses, we're becoming global. So, of course, I would love to do more projects. I'm not wanting to do it. I would love to do it. But I live in America, so I think maybe logistically it's a little tough. But I can come anytime. So please, directors, I would love to work in more Tamil cinema. No, nothing. I did Mean Kurumbam Manbaniyam with Prabhu sir, so nothing like that. I've only acted with sir, not only acted, I worked with Prabhu sir. I'm open to stories, I'm open to doing more movies. I will be settling in India soon. But now you go as actors, right? You go where the work is. So like in the olden days, we used to like have the chariots. We would sit in the as troops. We'd have the gypsies, and we'd be the actors and the actresses and the directors, and we would go around in the different chariots, and that's how artists became, right? So we'd go to different cities and act. So now I go to different cities and act, and I would say the only difference is the plane. You have to go from different plane food, from one plane food to the other. Absolutely. I'm easily, now phone, WhatsApp, everything is easily available. Yeah. They can easily contact me, no problem. I'm wanting to do it, so please. Rekha, Sridevi, Vijantimala, especially Sridevi was part of my generation while growing up. I mean, I used to watch her dances and her expressions and all the movies she used to do. She was so natural, and that's something which I really love to watch. And Rekha ji, I think, was also a very natural actor, but she also worked so hard towards it. So I think that's what was so interesting. Of course, Vijantimala. I mean, she was a dancer, writer, actress, and I'm also a classical dancer. I've learned Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, and Kathak. So I really am very fond of Vijantimala ji too, also. I've been doing it since I was 3 years old. Did you Uttama Villain pathingla? So a little bit of dancing. See, as artists, we're crazy. So I love dancing, I love acting, I love writing, I love producing, I love putting all the projects together. So I love hosting. So it's like, as artists, there's not one thing that you like. We need more female, right? More female producers and more female writers. So yeah, I would love to. I do a lot of yoga. I do Pilates. Dancing is also extracurricular activities. And I love watching movies. Kalpana Chawla, who was the first astronaut, female scientist who went into space. I think that would be a dream role for me to do. I also think a role like Jhansi Ki Rani, kind of this ferocious warrior. All of them, Prabhu sir, Ajit, Madhavan sir, Vijay, Vikram. I would love to work with all of them if they want to work with me. Mera Bharat Mahan. I love Indian people. I think India is like a growing country with so much history. We have 4,000 years of history, which I'm so proud of. And so every chance I get, I try to propagate Indian people as much as I can. So I'm in love with India. No, I'm only acting and producing, and hopefully in the future I'll start directing. Don't think I'll ever be capable to direct Kamal sir. That would be like, my gosh, it would be a dream. It would be a dream. I don't think I would be able to do it because I would be so nervous every day trying to direct Kamal sir. So eventually, I think in 20 years from now, I'll start directing. My plus point is that I'm very positive. I think that comes out in my acting also. Like it's a refreshing kind of feeling, and I think that's because when my mother passed away when I was very young, and then I realized and I said to myself that I was going to make my life and all the people around me as joyful as possible, because you just never know what's going to happen. And the other, I would say, the minus point is. My gosh, the minus point. Oh my God, there's so many minus points, but I don't want to list them all for you. My minus point is I think too much sometimes. So I think if I don't think too much, it's much better that way. Times are changing. I think now that women are going into film industry, they're going into production, they're going into all kinds of fields. Ever since the IT industry has come up, there's so many avenues for women to work now. So now, because of IT, 24-hour call centers, the women are going out in the evening, they're working the whole night, and then they're coming back in the morning. So now, like, India is becoming this global place, and it's so safe. And I think it's important for women to work. It's important to support each other. I think it's important to inspire each other as women, because it's a cutthroat industry. And if we don't help and support each other, then who's going to do it except us? And in this film, you know, the writer, which is Kamal sir, has written a scene and you perform the scene in the character. So, and I think also, who wouldn't want to kiss Kamal sir, right? 50% of the women want to kiss him, and 50% of the women will never admit to wanting to kiss him. We did it, you know, it's tough because we've got 50 people watching. There's a light cam, there's 2 cameras, so you've got to get the right angle. So you're not thinking about the actual kissing. You're thinking about the technical wise, like, okay, am I doing the right angle? Is it hitting in the right place? So it's really, and it's so close shot. You have to be so careful of what you're doing. So you're not really thinking of anything like that. And I don't even remember how many takes we did. I think we did it in 1 or 2 takes, because the whole movie we didn't have time. You know, we were like doing 2 languages. We're shooting all over the world. So to keep the days and the budget, we had to do it very quickly. It depends on what the controversy is. If it's something where I feel very strongly about, then I will voice my opinion. If it's something that I think isn't, like, it doesn't make any sense, then I won't say anything about it. I think they've got a lot of potential. Shruti is a very talented actress and singer. I mean, she's amazing. She composes like brilliantly. Akshara also, I've only seen 1 of her movies. And they're talented and they have it in their blood. And I love it because they're so like passionate about it. And they work very hard. So I'm happy for them. Nandri, Vanakkam, thank you so much for watching the movie. Go out to the movie theaters. Take your family, take your friends, enjoy the movie, and we'll see you at the theater. Vanakkam.